first thing we're going to do is hold our paper the tall way. And once you hold it the tall way, make sure that you use a pencil. I'm going to use a marker, but you're going to use a pencil. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to draw the background. And this is going to be mountains in the back. And they're going to be more of a square shape. So you can make kind of all different kind of square shapes. Once you do that, we're going to make the cactus. And to do the cactus, we're going to make a large cactus because it's in the foreground. So start with 2 lines, 1, 2, to the bottom of the page. You can erase this line right here. I'll put little lines here so you don't forget. And then we're going to draw the cactus. To draw the cactus, we start with 2 lines on the side. Make the bottom one a little longer. Curve it, come up, loop the top, come back, and then connect. And we're going to do the same thing over here. 1 line, a longer line, loop up, and come back. And then you might be able to get a little one here. And we might be able to get one more up here. So you're going to have a bunch of little parts of the cactus. And if you want it, instead of a little straighter, you can make it a little rounder too. Okay. Now I'm going to add a sliver moon, just a little sliver. And then we're going to add stars in the background. And we're going to start with the stars towards the top. So make some little small circles. So we're going to do it almost like a sunset or the sky, kind of either a sunset or a sunrise. I'm going to use watercolors. You can use crayons, you can use color pencils, whatever you want. I'm just going to use watercolors because I had them out. The first thing we're going to do is once you trace it, you are going to color the cactus black because you're going to make this a silhouette. So all the cactus is going to be a super dark black. So you're going to take your crayon or color pencil and you're going to have to press hard for this. You might even want to use a marker for this. But if you're using a marker, make sure that you don't smear it with your hands because sometimes you're going to have to be a little careful. So the cactus is all black. So I'm going to color all this part. Okay. All right. Now that the cactus is all black, you're going to start working on the ground. And the ground is actually, since it's the Southwest, it's kind of like golds. And actually, you know what I just realized? I forgot to add the ground down here. So you have to add a second line here. Sorry, that's my fault. So once you add the second ground, I'm going to scoot that up so you guys can see it a little better. We're going to do the bottom. So this is probably the sand. So we're going to use, you could do sand or you could do grass. I mean, if it is the desert, it probably will be a sand color. So make the bottom a sand color. If you want, you can also go in and you could use your crayon when it dries, and you can even add little bits of grass like this if you want. So let me tap it and I'll do it with my crayon so you can see. So if you want to add bits of grass, you can also add little bits of grass with your crayon like this. Now, I'm going to do the mountain. The mountain is actually kind of rust colors, reds. If you think of reds and oranges, so kind of sunset colors on the mountain. So you do this. Let's add some burgundy. You're going to blend these colors together to get a nice southwest mountain. Okay. Once you do that, we're going to do the background. Now the background's actually certain colors in a certain order. So watch the colors. First, we're going to start with yellow. So this is like the sun going down or rising. Start with yellow. And this is probably the real natural way that the sun would come up or down. This is probably more of an up. Once you do red, you're going to do a little bit, not red, yellow. You're going to do yellow. Once you do yellow, you're going to do a light blue next. So light blue is next. Once you get a little bit light blue, you're then going to take a medium blue. Make sure you go around the moon and around the little stars. And then lastly, you're going to go into a dark blue and a purple. So then we have dark blue. And then I'm going to use a dark purple just to add to the nighttime sky on the top. So that is your sunset or your sunrise. And if you don't like the purple, you can add blue on top and just make it a super dark blue like that. So that is your sunset in the Southwest. We're going to take our time, go slow, make sure that this is all super white dark, super dark with black. You don't want to have any white spaces. You might want to use a marker just to get rid of the white spaces. Remember, the mountain is sunset colors to give that southwest look. You could do grass down here or you can do sand, and then we have our sunset that we worked on, or sunrise. So it's yellow, light blue, medium blue, and then into the dark blues. I cannot wait to see your picture. Take your time, go slow, and when you are done, take a picture.